Alright, well, we're rolling, so we can start talking.
All right. When last we left our intrepid adventurers, y'all had decided to not run away from the giant force of uh, religious zealots that had hunted you down outside the city. Instead, you got them high and killed them. Not necessarily in that order.
We didn't kill all of them.
No, you got one. You grabbed one of the footmen.
Oh, we didn't grab a knight?
Mm-mm. You
Technically,
killed them.
the Pegasus escaped.
Yes, the Pegasus ran away.
Yeah, I was trying not to kill the mount.
He was trying to kill you.
I
Yeah,
was ready to kill it.
but it wasn't succeeding. Like, it didn't even do any damage to me, so...
I know, you tanky bastard.
Alright, who's gonna question the lone survivor?
Okay. Okay, so you've got one guy tied up. I'm assuming you moved on from the massacre and made camp somewhere else.
In hiding.
I should think maybe a quick once over of the corpses for anything obvious
Oh,
or
yeah.
useful.
The
Oh,
lieutenant.
I've already kind of talked to Alex about that. The captain's armor got melted to him, but weapons and stuff, he
Yeah,
said maybe.
let me take a look at his crossbow and see if I want you to have it or not.
Fair enough.
Well, that's rude. We killed
One
him.
important thing I wanted to make sure we got was some of those anti-magic bolts.
Oh,
I could
there's
study
so
them.
many of those, dude. They all have a full quiver.
I wanted to be able to study them, so
Sounds like a
Well,
quiver or two is going with us.
so what you find when you study them is that they are runic magic, and that's not something you come across too often. But that is designed for people who don't necessarily use magic themselves to be able to do it easier.
Yep.
Can we recognize what racial runes they are? Like
No, they're human.
dwarven runes, human. Okay.
They're human. Pretty high level mage was used to create these, and he must have farmed it out to his apprentices or something because there's a fuck ton of them.
Yeah.
They really didn't mean for us to survive.
Crazy how that works in an ambush.
Yeah.
Methinks Alex had intended us to run for our bloody lives.
Or at least to give you a good scare. You know?
And then
Yeah.
what with the massacring?
I say you learn nothing of the strength of. I don't even know what we all are.
So if I was to take, say, 20 of those bolts, what would I call them?
Anti-magic bolts.
I'll drop a quiver's worth into my bag of holding.
Say if there's a quiver. Just take one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Maeve, I'm gonna say no.
Okay. That's fine. I take it any other gear on him is just also going to just be a no for the party?
Yeah, it's all fused. Because somebody
Okay.
put it into a melting point.
And what about, like, coin purses, any
I
items of
show
interest,
it worked.
left socks?
What about the footmen or the knights? Any good armor or bows on them?
They all have heavy crossbows, just with the bolts. The crossbows themselves weren't super special.
What about the knight longswords?
Yeah, they are blessed long swords, and they don't have an extra radiant damage, but they are enchanted to do radiant damage, if that makes sense.
Is
They
it a
are magical,
permanent
but not an
enchantment?
extra. Yeah, they're enchanted, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to.
Um,
You said they're not magical though, or they are?
they are, but they just
Okay.
don't do extra radiant damage.
I guess
Okay.
I'll take a crossbow
Got
since
it.
I have.
And they can only be touched by a good, lawful good. So Maeve can touch them, and I think no, Sam
And
can't.
I can.
I don't even know what my alignment is.
Should be on your sheet. I'm pretty sure we put you as chaotic neutral.
It's not on my sheet.
So that would not be lawful good.
I'm gonna take one of the crossbows since I have
like
long
it.
bows, and if I need to, can't fire bolts with them.
Yeah, blessed longsword, 3d8 plus 5.
And it's just a heavy crossbow.
Yeah, just a heavy crossbow.
Are we keeping track of how many bolts are in the quiver?
No. No, the crossbows were just the delivery vehicle to hit you with the anti-magic.
Oh, I
What was the
figured.
damage on those long swords again?
3d8 plus 5.
Oh, jeez.
Hey,
Yeah.
nobody else is gonna take a crossbow. I mean, that seems.
I mean, I think apparently I should take one of those blessed long swords with damage like that. And since I'm lawful
Yeah.
good, I'm good with it.
Yeah, I have to buff these guys to try and even scratch your asses.
And then the anti-magic bolts were 1d4 rounds of no magic, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
I don't even know how to put that in.
You only help us, Sam.
Yeah, give her a hand. I suddenly have to use the facilities.
So it was a.
And yeah, your regular bows would have a bit of a time using the bolts just because size difference.
Oh yeah, that's why I
So,
built a crossbow.
Could I modify the bolts into arrows while we're traveling and stuff? Like, do I know if the entire thing is it, or is it just the head of it? That's
No,
the
no,
kind
the
of
whole
stuff I want to
thing-
study.
Yeah, the whole thing is inscribed.
Yeah, so you just need to learn how to properly scribe the runes onto it, onto the
Yeah, or,
shaft, and that's all you
Transfer
gotta
the
do.
rune over.
Yeah.
That's true, but that would take you a while to study it and get the actual hang of it.
Well, that'll be my goal for
Neat.
the next bit when I'm not reading a book.
Yeah.
Neat.
Okay, so my cleric
Okay.
cannot wield the long swords because he's neutral good, not lawful good. But the paladin will put it in, and that's actually more damaging than my great sword.
Let's see here. If anybody wants one of the pole arms, they do 2d8.
Was that one blessed too?
No, those are just regular. Footmen don't get magic gear.
Okay, so we got long swords, lots of crossbow ammunition.
How many quivers of ammunition did we find?
There were at least 15
11.
of the dudes.
Between as many people as there were and some of the guys who didn't even use their crossbows, you find 11 quivers worth.
Makes sense.
So like 40 wouldn't be out of the question to have.
Mm.
I was just saying I was gonna collect however many quivers there were, and then whoever wasn't going to take them, stick them in the bag of holding.
Might be easier to just say we grabbed all 11 and then grab what you want out of it.
But I'm assuming you took a quiver.
Yeah,
I'll
I
take
think
one
we
of
could
them.
safely say that distributed amongst all of us, we took them all.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know, but if I have to add it to inventory, I need to know how many to put on here.
It's a bag of holding. It's got, what, 36
I would-
cubic feet that you can work with?
Yes, but some of us need numbers.
2. I would say you get 2 of those, which is 40 bolts.
Yeah, my cleric will take a couple of them. The paladin doesn't want any. He has a crossbow that does magic damage. No bonuses to hit or anything, but it switches between whichever elemental damage I want to use.
And what
So
thing?
he'll stick with that one.
Anti-magic.
Two. Maeve takes 2. Does anyone else want quivers?
I
I
took
just went
2.
to 1.
All right, so Verlin's got 1, so there's 5. Sam, you then have 6.
And if anyone else wants some later on,
You know, technically hitting magical creatures with that would start making them dissolve.
So let's go ahead.
Fun.
How big is this?
Yeah, it turns out we were shooting them with the wrong thing.
right?
Yeah, it actually causes necrotic, I believe.
Nice.
I'm just wondering, do we need to like specially wrap them?
Oh,
They're
because
better
you're
made
sticking,
than that.
I was gonna say because you're sticking a anti-magic thing in a bag of holding, which if it poked it wrong would cause it to lose its magical properties.
I was wondering how long it was going to take y'all to figure that one.
Yep. Well, and that's what I'm thinking. And as a magical creature, basically, like, do I got to worry about touching it?
Okay, Berlin, you were studying them as an artificer. I will let you know. The magic does not activate until it actually gets launched at a certain speed.
Okay, got it.
They put that safety in.
Okay,
So they're okay in the bag of
I
holding.
would pass that on then. Like, I'm pretty sure they're safe to put in a bag of holding.
I guess
have been
so
wrong
long as
before.
the interior non-space of the bag of holding doesn't randomly exceed whatever 100 feet per second.
Velocity.
88 miles an hour.
You see some real
Yeah.
shit.
So do not fall with the bag is what I'm hearing.
Okay, so besides weapons, armor, what about coinage? Any other random items of interest? And left socks.
Well, they're all wearing socks.
I'm going to take all the left socks off the corpse.
Some
No
Some of them
reason,
are really
just doing
gross.
it.
5 socks.
I'm just going to go stash them in a bush nearby. But
He's designing his calling card.
That's like a serial killer.
Yeah, I
literally
mean,
just
you know,
saw this on
murder
TikTok
religious zealots, then steal their socks.
only the left ones. Right feet completely untouched.
You know, it's still better than the wet bandits. Marv
Yeah,
was a real dick.
that was going to be an expensive calling card.
Yeah, as a kid, I just
Well, it's
thought that
very
was funny.
expensive.
As somebody who
I know
built
exactly
houses
how
for a
expensive it
living,
is.
though,
Yeah.
Marv is a dick on an epic level.
Yeah, tell me about it. UDOT flooded my house a month ago.
Yeah. Oof.
And they all had basements, too.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Yeah, insurance
So-
don't really cover that one.
Do I find anything of interest?
Well, as far as coinage, the knights were all carrying about 20 gold each. The footmen had about 3.
Yeah, I ain't worried
So
about that.
I mean, I would collect it.
I would absolutely collect it.
Yeah, I mean, how many
What's
knights
the
were there? There were
total?
what, 4 or
I don't
6?
have the number of how many guys there were.
I think
Hang
there were
on, I
like
gotta-
4 knights, the
I gotta
knight
count.
captain.
Oh, the captain's shit all melted together.
Okay. Wait, I think we had 4 knights and like
Looks like 8 knights and about
Hold on.
20
calculator.
footmen.
So 160 plus
220.
60, 220 divided by how many of us? There are 8 of us.
Just
Yeah.
somebody keep a log, and we'll use that as like party slush fund.
Got it. I'll make a note.
And aside from that, you find, various trinkets and whatnot.
Any of it appear valuable?
You find like a couple of Like family crest rings and shit.
Oh, I want
I'll
those.
take them. Oh.
Y'all can split them. There's one per night. The captain looks like he had one, but
Yeah. I would like to use my class background as a noble to see if I recognize any heraldic signs or family crests that I might know.
All right. I'm just gonna give it to you since you have time to actually sit and study them. Yeah, they're from wealthy families all over the human kingdoms. It doesn't look like they were just from the city. It looks like they're from the order is widespread at the very least.
Ah, great.
Exactly how much time do we have here? Would I be able to take 20 and duplicate all 8 of them?
Can't you just take them with us?
Yeah,
Well, yes,
why
but
do
like
we
I mean, you
create a
could.
copy of it, just the shape and everything for my records.
Yeah, if you really want to, yeah.
Right, at some point I will do that. So regardless of whether or not we have the time right now, I will trade off. I'll just make a note of that.
Now it does look like, as you study them, there's some kind of enchantment on them to prove whether you're actually of the blood or not.
I'm not
So it
trying to
looks
copy the entire ring. I'm just trying to like get a facsimile of the image of the crest.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just saying if you put it on, nothing happens, but it looks like there is something that is supposed to happen if you're the right person wearing it.
Hmm. Do our magic people know any way of identifying this magic?
If they studied it, sure.
It's probably some kind of simple rune that like turns blue or purple or some shit if you've got the right bloodline. But here, I'll make an Arcana check just to.
I'll give him guidance as he's doing that, so he gets an extra D4.
Okay, roll the d4. Just because I'm petty.
Well, speaking of petty, it's a petty number.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. It just shows up like a little. If a person of the proper blood wears the ring, at will they can manifest a little illusion of the crest in air like a hologram, and it can even be expanded to where exactly in the family tree they sit.
It's kind of cool.
Useful for identification purposes, but not much else.
Makes sense.
On the second bit.
I'm kind of picturing like the chain code, the way they show chain code in Boba Fett.
Coolest
Right.
character for 30 years, and then they murder him in his own series.
I believe Tamura Morrison's come out and saying, "Yeah, they did me wrong here."
They did. He wasn't in half of his series.
Yeah, I think he's on Disney's bad side right now.
Sorry, I got distracted. What are y'all talking about?
Boba Fett the series.
I actually thought it was a pretty good series.
I haven't watched that one yet. Most of the guys in my X-Wing chat groups thought it was meh,
You know,
but
if
they didn't like. The only one episode they liked was the ones whenever Mando was in it.
That's the thing. Is half the series is
Uh-huh.
Mando.
You know-
What's Mando doing now?
which is why I think of it more as like Mando season 2.5 as opposed to anything Boba Fett related. Because then
Disney
Boba just
jumped on the
becomes a back.
bandwagon of printing money.
Yeah. He spent way too long with the fucking Sand People.
Spent way too long in that fucking bacta tank.
As far as the interrogation,
What? The purpose of why we're here?
Yeah, what information
Okay.
do we want to get out of him, and how do we want
Yeah, should we start with cutting off a finger? Oh, right, I'm the lawful good guy in this game, sorry.
Is anyone in
Yeah.
the party a pure human? Because I don't remember.
I am.
Yeah, Iron Man is.
Okay. You're the only one he's even willing to look at.
Yeah.
Jesus, I have the worst diplomacy abilities.
Well, the fact
he's
that
been-
you're
Anybody-
human is probably a good thing for you.
He
All
hates
right, so-
everyone. He just won't. He'll just willingly look at you if need be.
That's
I
fine.
mean, I have boobs.
Would you quit flinging the boobs around? You're not Madonna.
I'm just saying he's a man.
Yeah,
All right.
but maybe he's not into, you know, half breeds.
You're
he's-
tainted boobs, so he's not into them.
Yeah.
I just say boobs are boobs, guys.
No, they are abominations unto Palor.
So what
So your
information do
next
you want to
character
get
should
out of
be
this?
a-
Yeah.
Stripper.
All right, why don't we start with the human asking, and attempting an interrogation, and when that inevitably fails, we switch over to us non-humans interrogating him.
You or Maeve could just sit on him.
Yeah, well, maybe a leg or two.
If he continues to be a problem, I might just hug him rather
No, just
vigorously.
slap him around with the trunk. Add insult to injury.
So
Oh,
what
the
I'm
trunk
gonna
is going
do
to be in the hug.
It's all right, but we start nice. We start nice.
Oh. I'm gonna look at him. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna let you know this now. I'm not so good at this. Like my character's kind of fidgeting and stuff. I would rather nothing bad happen to you. So I'm gonna ask you some questions, and you can give me the answers we need. As far as I'm concerned, you can go on your way. And if not, then and I point to everybody else around me. I was like, they may be getting involved, and I don't feel like you'd be a fan of that. So are you cool with working with me?
He says nothing.
Cool. I will take that as a yes. And what do we want to know so I can ask him questions?
Well, we should know more about the order he works for.
Oh yeah, why did y'all attack us? That's pretty easy question to ask, I feel like.
Yeah. My first question.
Like, I don't even know who you are. Why did you come after us?
Well, presumably they're
You-
part of the same.
You weren't there, and I don't
oh,
remember if
yeah.
Sam was.
Yeah, I was not. So that's why my character would ask that right after the beginning.
That's fair.
And he's like, "You have interfered in the divine will of Palor. Retribution is required."
Does that mean anything to me besides God's name?
Not really.
Cool.
Give
So
me
the
a
other party
moment.
members,
That's
sure. Oh. Oh no, these guys are insane. They're
yeah.
you've heard of this particular sect, this particular order, and they're about as stable as a bag of jello.
Yeah, so I'm going to start this off with Palor is a holy god of war. But he is of the greatest of good alignments, and then I start spouting out scripture or whatnot that contradicts everything they just did out of the books of Palor.
Oh god, he is gonna have fun with this. Oh, he's arguing. He's arguing. They are okay. So what you garner from your religious discussion is that they are in fact doing what they believe to be the will of Palor, but in the results justify the means, kind of thing.
Okay.
You know.
So I know how Palor feels about torture.
Oh,
He
do
is
you know?
n-
He's against it.
He's
against
very
it?
much against it.
These guys do it anyway.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Like much of Christianity.
But they don't see it as torture because they only do it to demi-humans, which aren't actually sentient creatures.
Oh, okay.
Really good in it.
So they don't. Palor's grace does not cover them.
Douche.
Yeah, he is really rubbing me the wrong way.
They rub everyone the wrong way,
Well,
but they got the
don't
money and
touch
the
him,
muscle
then.
to. All right, improvised weapon 1d2. I won't make you roll it to hit because he's literally tied down.
He's smacking.
Uh,
Can you actually
Well-
macro in a 1d2?
you can
you
type
do a
it.
1d4 divided by 2
Or you could just type. Here, I'll type the formula. Hold up.
/ roll 1d2.
Yeah.
Is that how it works? Oh, that is how it works.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. What's about
Check
that?
that out.
yay.
You
I was
both
not
decide to
actually
clock
rolling.
him at the same time.
Yeah,
was not-
mine's with the trunk though.
Well, you're very reserved with your trunk.
He kind of flings it everywhere.
Oh no. Think Bugs Bunny with a glove about to challenge people to a duel.
So I don't really have any tools for what's probably going to happen to you, because you're
I
not
mean-
really giving me the information I need. So I start pulling out all my different tools. There's some thieves' tools, some jewelers' tools, some leatherworkers' tools, smithing, tinkers, and gunsmith tools. I just start laying them out, finding anything that looks like it would hurt.
You can see
And-
him getting visibly more nervous with the more intricate things coming out, but he is saying nothing.
Ask
Perfect.
him what if there's any more forces around the area that know about us, or was it his group, everybody?
So the way I'm going to do this is, as they say something, I'm just going to repeat what they said while looking down at my tools the whole time and organizing them.
You know, we've since she's only played one session, we also keep forgetting that Christine has a character with a giant war dog, and he's gonna sit there and growl at them too.
Can I take a bonus action to pet the war dog?
I think I gave her a dire Rottweiler.
Nice.
It's something. She's a gnome and she can ride it into battle quite easily.
That's great.
Nice.
Okay. Yep. The growling goes down a little bit, but this is full teeth bared, drool everywhere. I will eat your soul. Growling. Okay.
So I'm going to ask
so-
everyone to step away for just a second, and I'm going to try to
Well,
have a
you asked
one-on-one
me-
conversation with our culprit here, with our captive.
This guy has terrible stats. Okay. So he tells you there are men beyond counting of the Holy Order searching these woods for your ilk, that they may render judgment upon you. And he is trying to intimidate you. Oh my god, not with that roll. He's gonna take his reroll. Fuck. Alright, so if anybody makes a persuasion, or Berlin, if you make a persuasion over, 7 or better,
Okay. Oh my god.
Well done.
I get no bonus on that.
he
Still
has no
better.
bonus. He's got no bonus either.
It was better than 7.
Yeah, he's lying out of his ass.
Sweet.
You get the feeling the Order isn't quite that mad at you, and they only sent this many guys because you beat the dragon. But now they are going to be.
Yeah, we kind of put ourselves
Once
do I
they
on the
realize
map there.
that these
You
Does
you
this
killed
these
an
guys don't
entire
report.
King?
you killed an entire demi company, including
I
the
know if-
captain.
Do I know if this order reports to the king?
They do not.
Okay, so they're a separate entity. Got it.
Yes.
That's good to know.
Did we cover what the name of their order was?
Order of the Golden Flame.
Oh.
Now, would we know if the king has any, even if they don't directly report to him, would he have any sway over the Order of the Golden Flame?
Like he might have agents and informants, but it's a multinational order. They have their own command authority. But the
Okay.
local rulers, of course, have to deal with them and may or may not have some influence, as you say. but I'm not sure how you would be able to ascertain that from his particular testimony.
Right, so I'd like to get out of earshot of the captive with everyone. I have a little bit of a plan. So I'm going to pull out my last remaining seal of King Oman. It's like, I'm going to explain to everyone that I made a few of these while we were in the city, made a few platinum for selling a couple, and I think I might be able to convince him to leave us alone if I pretend that I'm working under King Oman to a endpoint that benefits the order.
You are gonna have to make one hell of a persuasion check.
I'm gonna say good luck to him as I tap him on the shoulder. I'm casting guidance on him.
Additional
Okay.
D4.
So with everyone out of earshot, I'm going to walk up to him and I'm going to, before I go up, I'm going to secret that seal back away. I'm going to like check over my shoulder, more so for his, like the captain's benefit, make it look like I'm trying to be unseen by the rest of the party and sneak over. When I get up to him, I'm going to whisper in his ear, pulling out the seal. It's like, I'm working for King Oman. He gave me a seal while in the city to that, and this here is his seal. I am surveilling these half-bloods and heretics. Your interference is messing with the king's plans. You need to back off.
Oh my god.
And then I will slip it into his vest under whatever clothing he has, somewhere secure.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So you want a persuasion check, deception check?
You know what? Let's go with well, which is better for you? Well, no, it's
They're
the
the
same
same.
charisma, yeah. Let's go with deception, but I'll give you advantage.
Oh,
15. All right.
15.
Let's see if he takes it.
That's great.
Plus a D4.
Plus my d4.
Got it.
Holy crap, 19. Let's see what
Okay.
happens. You're so lucky you had that guidance. He believes you. He looks at you very conspiratorially and says, "He's truly, you are investigating this den of oh no, oh how we have erred." He seems very sad and contrite now.
And then, yeah, with that, I'm just going to like hold my finger over my lips and back away and quickly return to the group again, trying to make it for his benefit look like I'm trying not to be noticed rejoining them.
You're just hamming the fuck out of the.
Yes.
The die
And once I
supported.
get back to the group, I'm just going to type in with I think he.
As you leave him, he begins singing praises to Paylor.
Well, I guess we're good to head back to town. And I like.
Well,
wink,
no, we need to
but
keep on our way.
I
Yeah.
wink because I said that
Oh.
loud enough for him to hear that. And then I'm gonna start heading in the direction as back to town, but I'm still leaving him tied up. After I pick up my tools.
Okay. You should accidentally leave something sharp there.
Accidentally leave something sharp.
So
Conspiratorially
this out
slip him
loud, but
something to cut
I was
the
gonna
ropes
say,
with.
Here's the thing: my character would not want to help him. There may already be a character who is giving the impression that he would be working with him, and I don't want to make it look any more suspicious. So that's why my character is just gonna walk off.
Okay. That's legit.
That's his logic. I don't say anything because I didn't think to say it, but that's my logic.
No, that works. That works.
Yeah, makes sense.
So I have a non-magical crossbow bolt that I will slip to him. Air quote here, inconspicuously, um, as everyone is kind of disbanding the camp and beginning to leave. So he has something to free himself with and hopefully go back and.
I'm gonna say, just for my own shits and giggles, that as you're putting your horse back together or whatever, pack horse or whatever, you accidentally drop a bolt close enough he could reach it if he tried.
Okay.
Oh no!
Clumsy me.
You know, things when you're packing, things fall down all the time. It's crazy.
True story.
And why don't we just slaughter him?
Because now if he gets away and he goes back to Paylor, at least our group he believes is being surveilled, and there's a greater good that comes if they don't interfere with us.
Remember, their original problem with you is you stopped them harassing a bunch of demi-humans. It wasn't actually a big thing.
This wasn't even the main quest.
No.
It's a side.
Very, very much to the side.
A year later from when we started, we finally pass out of the intro area.
Yeah, you guys finally finished the tutorial a year later and like 4 characters later.
So I will warn you, my character might get us lost because I have no idea direction. But
Well,
my
you've
goal
got
was to try to loop back around to avoid this guy when we
you've
get
got a
out of sight.
ranger with you.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm sure
I'm just
we
saying,
could
if
wander.
everybody's following me, that's maybe not the best idea.
I
Plus, every single one of you can fly up and check your bearings.
Uh-huh.
I'm assuming I know this terrain.
And if not, you can learn it quickly enough. It's just forest. It's not even like a magical forest. It's just forest.
Considering I'm a wood elf, basically, or whatever we said.
Yeah, you're a wood elf ranger.
We're
You,
good.
you, you like trees.
Th-
We'll say that.
Yeah. Okay.
I have much tape, so now I'm having to use packing tape. Use wrapping tape.
Ah, that's gonna be a bitch to get off.
Not my problem. It's my kids' problem.
That's
I mean,
Christmas.
if you want to go that route, you should use electrical tape.
It's not Christmas. It's Hanukkah.
Right. So it just happens 8 times.
Oh, how did I recognize that without even clicking on it?
My buddy said that to me.
Damn it.
I don't think I can put that one on the video.
Yeah, do not.
No, no, no.
What are we putting on the video?
Nothing.
I had to go out to the.
Oh, come on. It's not like
Oh.
you're monetized anyway.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, jeez.
Well, and I forgot to tell you that the that seal that I slipped him was that tracking magic from the king, which I suspect is not being taken kindly of if someone is found possessing that.
Forgot about that.
So
So
could
they're gonna
probably get
track
the-
him back.
yeah, he'll probably get the order off of our back, but at the same time, he's not getting away unscathed.
You are one dirty, devious bastard.
How long does it take us to get to the new area? Or are we gonna have a few stops?
To get to where you're supposed to meet the smugglers, or
Yes.
just oh
Because
no,
we're meeting the smugglers and then they're airshipping us over, right?
yeah, that's gonna take like 2 weeks.
To meet them?
Yeah,
All right. Um,
I'm just gonna assume you're keeping track of time because 3 months.
yeah, that's why I'm asking is I'll keep better notes about it, but I'm also going to try to read during our travels.
Yeah, pump your stats.
And then the gnomish device, the bioluminescent lantern that got hit with my shatter,
Hmm.
is that at all like repairable, or is that just completely destroyed, gone?
It's destroyed, gone. You could
Okay.
make a new lantern, but going out and harvesting the fungus might be a problem.
Can we like
Yeah.
uh sourdough starter rip a culture off of one of the other lanterns to start it?
Yeah, you could do that. There's because the dwarves didn't build this with, or the gnomes didn't build this with any kind of magic. It's just this fungus they have that glows in the dark and eats water, and
Yeah. How many of these do we have?
like 4 more.
Oh, okay. So we're not worried about the one.
Oh no.
I mean, yeah, it was an accident that things kind of got all blown uppy, but
I
Yeah,
mean,
you started
what?
with 5.
Yeah, what
I
wasn't
did
too
have a few
concerned.
platinum out of the selling some tokens, so I would be willing to pay for the materials for a new one.
Oh, dude, it was just an iron shuttered lantern. The materials are like a gold,
Okay.
and most of that's gonna be the glass.
We can take it from the slush fund.
Okay. I feel bad for breaking other people's shit.
It's technically, it's none of your shit. It technically still belongs to the shipping company. But
Well, I wouldn't know that. I just
Yeah.
showed up.
I was about to say, I don't think there's any original characters here except for John.
I think John might be the only one. Because my character died, Brian's character got 8.
Yeah, that's a good point. Did any of us ever actually get updated on what the fuck we're doing?
Yeah, the original mission.
I mean, so far it's just basically been, new guy shows up, survive.
That is exactly where I'm at.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure John and Timmy are the only original members of the party.
Okay, well, for
Sure,
lore's
Timmy's
sake,
disgusting.
can we assume Timmy fills all new people in immediately because he's that friendly?
Oh, Timmy's a chatterbox. He would tell everyone about everything if you let him.
All right,
I'm sure at some
we've all been told what the
Timmy
mission
lets us
is.
know what's going on.
He tends to glitch out when people tell him to shut up and just restarts from whatever story he was telling.
So stop me if you've heard this one.
Timmy, shut up! But so stop me if you've heard this one. Honestly,
But he's so damn polite.
and he's great at snacks. Like, you don't know where he finds this shit, but he's always got snacks.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna love him.
Timmy doesn't even use oh, what the hell is that thing called? A spit when he's cooking? He just holds his hand in the fire and rotates it.
I mean, he's made of metal.
High quality metal, too.
Dolomite, baby.
I'm 40% dolomite. Somebody did the math and found out that Bender put himself at like 115% of various metal.
I seem to remember that, and I'm sure the percentage will only increase with the reboot.
Since we have so long of walking during one of our long rests, I'm going to switch out my armor model, just so you're
Okay.
aware.
Yeah, you've got a journey. Okay. So, do what you need between, but then you're going to come upon the smugglers, the meeting place where you're supposed to meet the smugglers. Whose contact isn't here, actually.
Are we assuming that Sam and I have had enough time to study our books?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. We can unbubble John for the meeting.
Oh, I'm gonna give you access to the sheet just because if anyone fails a check, it's not my fault.
Uh,
All right, there we go. You should be able to access his sheet.
What are we supposed to do with the sheet?
I just messaged you, Sam.
Okay, so you show up to where they're supposed to meet the smugglers, and there is no one there.
Investigation. Were they ever here?
Yeah, go for it.
I'll join you.
Ranger, do Ranger things.
What do your elven eyes see?
So I'm assuming you want me to investigate.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure that's one of your. Oh, Jesus. Never mind. You're like, actually, I'm just gonna ace this roll.
Perception.
Y'all begin to investigate, except for Brian.
I kind of assumed that I was gonna do shit on this one.
They're in the
Investigate
trees.
bottom-
They're in the trees. There's all kinds of people in the trees with drawn bows.
Investigate the bottom of this drink.
I was gonna say, would they even see me? I mean, this is my home
Oh,
terrain.
they're,
What?
they're good. They're good. And as you start to realize there are people in the trees, dude walks out onto the path and says, "Hello."
Oh no.
Hello.
Where is the cat with the confusing name?
Cat?
Cat?
Remember, John's a furry in this one.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
Reptar.
Walks up.
Sorry, Reptar, I just think dinosaur, sorry.
Exactly. He made himself a cat person and named himself Reptar.
Yes.
Because John.
So this might be
Yeah.
a place to roll insight.
Yeah, if you want to roll an insight while these two are chatting. Holy shit.
Nice.
What
I'm not even gonna bother.
perception for?
So
Nice.
he was gonna feed you some story and lead you off, let you guys lead off into the woods and get lost and murder you, but you called him on it before he could. And another dude in better clothes comes out and says, "Oh, they caught you. See, I told you they were smart." He's like, "Follow me," and he takes you to the smuggler camp, which is about a mile away and very well hidden.
I should hope so for smugglers.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a famous smuggler.
Wise words.
Yeah, it's an impenetrable forest, but it's like this big clearing that's been they've got like their version of camo netting over it, and they move the shit in and out vertically because flying.
Yep.
The difference between an insight check and a perception check.
Perception's
Alright.
like just like the general.
Yeah, what you
area,
notice.
Yeah.
Insight is based on a person. So, like, if somebody's telling you a story or something, do I think that they're telling me the stuff I want to hear or that kind of stuff? Perception is your surroundings.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then investigation is if you're specifically looking for something,
Okay.
like an object or something, usually.
Investigate, try to find. Insight, is this person bullshitting me? Perception, oh, I hear a rustling of leaves and over in that direction.
Gotcha.
Oh, they take you to the camp. The camp is large and well organized. Apparently, these guys are good at their jobs because it's all clean and very efficiently run. You don't really see anybody like lounging around or any slacking off on the job. It looks like an actual shipping business, but with a giant camo net overhead in the middle of the woods.
Yeah, this is where the good ship goes.
He did roll a natural 20 on finding a contact.
Oh, nice.
Like if they went legit, they would make like half the money they are now.
Where's the fun in that?
Exactly.
Okay,
And
so
it's all races and peoples and stuff. This place is fully integrated. There is no danger of the order finding you here. Now, how many of them work for the king? That's a different story.
well, we don't care about that. So how are we gonna do this?
Okay, so they already got payment, so they're gonna they're gonna shove you in with some cargo, because that's what you are to them. You are cargo,
Fair.
and they run coaches every night from sundown to sunup, and so you're scheduled to go on the. You're a little late, so they had to rearrange their schedule. So you're going to be in camp for about 3 days. Is there anything you want to look for or talk to people about or anything while you're in the smuggler camp?
Any intelligence from inside the Aarakocra territories? Either stories or news.
Oh, things are right on the edge of a knife. Ever since the king announced that the princess had been taken, shit's gone sideways. Like nobody's naming names, but there have already been border clashes, and the military buildup on both sides proceeds.
Any decently fact-based rumors about where the princess might be?
Oh, there's rumors aplenty, but no, nothing solid that you can get. You know the location she was last reported, but so does everyone else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so they haven't heard of anything that might be a halfway decent rumor. There's just way too many rumors out there.
Oh yeah, no, you're looking for a needle, buddy.
We didn't get anything to like any kind of tracking stone for her, did we?
No, he would never put that on his own daughter that she knows of,
Or that he'd tell us.
or that he'd tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so one thing I am going to point out, since we talked about it earlier, is while you're in camp, John notices some of the goods being moved have the same seal as the Gnomish shipping or the Dwarven shipping company you'd been hired on as, but I think he's the only one who would care about that.
Yep.
Well, and since presumably the new guys had been updated by Timmy, yeah, I'll go.
Oh no, they're aware.
That's the company.
Right, I get that, but we haven't been paid. They're kind of even the good characters are like, this isn't even a tenth of what they were getting. We probably, like, the original characters should probably at least try to get a message to them, like, hey, this is what happened, blah, blah, blah. I am going to spend some time casting divination to try and see if my god will kind of help direct him, like, hey, where should we, like, I'm pretty sure he's not going to give me an exact location, but a starting point, a direction, you know, what.
Hey God, what do?
So, side tangent. It's in the game Ghost of Tsushima, which is an absolutely fantastic game. You should play it. When you're lost and you ask for directional help, it doesn't give you an arrow or anything. The wind blows in the direction you're supposed to go. It's actually kind of neat.
Nice.
Very nice. So yeah, I'll spend a couple of days. I'll spend half the time we're here fasting and praying for
Okay.
holy guidance to get us going. Like,
Okay.
I personally know we can't just like, hey, yo, Jesus, where are we going? Or anything like that. But
Jesus, take the reins.
yeah, can't do that. But you know, to get us going in a direction that will hopefully prove fruitful for the group.
All right. Okay. So I'm gonna cut it here because I do have plans for while you're getting into Eric Cochran lands. And since it was such a super long fucking session last week. Okay, so next week is Christmas. That's out, and then the week after is New Year's. How about the 7th? Does that work for people?
Fine by
Yeah.
me.
Yeah,
Sam, that good for you?
I don't even go back to work after then.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
All right,
sounds
so let's set for the 7th. If you think of anything between now and then you want to talk about or try to find in the smuggler camp, yes, they can absolutely carry a message to the dwarves for you if you want, and it'll only cost you 5 silver.
A
Yeah, I'm
steal,
sure
yeah,
somebody
easy.
would want to say, hey, the
Your shipment's
oh,
delayed.
It's out for delivery, damn it.
You may cancel in 5 days.
no, like I don't care about that, but like personally, I remember from the thing, like the characters are mostly dead. They were searching for something. We do have the something they were searching for.
Yep, it's a small black cube used as a key, but you're not sure to what.
Yeah, it'll be a question for the group whether we want to like give that, like have them actually ship that to the company or not.
That's
You
up to
really,
y'all.
you really trust that to actually get to them?
Well, and also, we wouldn't get an answer back before we ourselves left.
So
It wouldn't.
I have a familiar that can do like simple tasks. Why wouldn't I just have the bird take it? How big is this cube?
Oh no, it's only about a inch cubed or so, but it's like 800 miles to the dwarves.
Ravens are migratory birds. I'm saying.
All right.
I did.
Yeah, but
I
there's a
did just
question.
learn earlier today that pigeons, if they flew in a straight line, in a single day, they could travel 600 miles.
Damn.
Impressive.
Yeah.
I saw a bunch of Canadian geese and was very tempted to run them over.
Yeah.
I appreciate
fuck
your
geese.
temptation.
But like I don't know, it's not something I would want to trust to a random bird that could get taken out by other birds or other stuff.
Yeah, this.
But it's like I'm sure whoever's left from the group originally might want to like put in a hey, this is what happened, this is what they were looking for, any kind of descriptions that people have. My character would suggest sending them a message with that kind of information, but he doesn't, unless Timmy knows about the little black box, he doesn't know. Like, it's all shit that died with my gnome's character.
Well, I'm sure this shipping company was well aware that we might die. Or they might die.
All right, what?
No, I think the conversation has trailed off.
Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, let's shoot for the 7th, and then, like I said, if anything comes up between now and then, we can talk, of course. If anybody wants to tweak their character or whatever, sure. Um,
Out of curiosity, have we got enough
Experience with this madness to go up a level yet?
you know
After
what?
one
I was
fight.
already considering it. Merry Christmas. You're all level 8, and you got another 500 gold each.
Ooh, nice.
I have no idea what I was
Okay.
thinking with my.
Sam, you do not get that multiplied by 8 for Hanukkah.
Rude.
Well, actually,
But
you
500
do get
divided by
8 gifts, but only in
8.
1/8 increments.
That's okay. My character ain't Jewish. Judaism, I'm sure, does not exist in this world.
Technically, neither does
You could found it.
Christianity or Islam.